And in fact, I talked to a lot of other people, said, I wish my governor had thought of that first. I said, no, no, this is New York. We like to be first. With all due respect to people from other states, it's sort of our attitude. We will be the best. We will be the first, and I want others to follow, because right now we have you know young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word a computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things, and I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
What day and age this woman living in? Yo, this is the Democrats for you, yo. This is why I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Republican and protest the Democrats. No matter who's the face of the Democrats, whether they use a lady, it be a black person, these people think we are absolutely idiots, right? You gotta understand the play. In every state that's ran by Democrats, they look at you, they treat you like you're not smart enough. I.e., Baltimore, Maryland. Passing grade is a 60. When I was a kid, 75, 70 was a passing grade at the minimum. But now at the minimum, the passing grade is a 60. What they're really telling you is they think you dumb. They don't think you smart enough. And that's why you see the inner cities and the education system the way it is. It's a daggone reflection of the ideas of what they think of you. They think you're stupid. They think your kids are dumb. And they dress it up like, yeah, we wanna no. No, we don't need your calculators. We can think for ourselves. I'd rather count on my fingers than use anything you give us. Yo, it's so crazy. You know what's crazy? That a lot of people don't really understand is that one thing they will never have to worry about is your kid competing for the same job as their kids. Because your kid is never going to be able to function on their level. Even if your kid is so smart that they got to put them in all these advanced learning classes when that should be the class that everybody's in. They should come in and get a certain level of teaching, right? But that's not the case, right? Because they get to send their kids to private school in the beginning. There's no tests for the kindergarten. They get in there at the beginning because they can afford to put their kids in it. But your kid may be great in public school, right? Where a passing is a 60, right? But they go to try to apply for one of these. They're going private schools when mom and dad finally make enough money to probably send them whatever, or get some type of funding or whatever, a loan, and your kid can't pass the test. It's not because your kid's stupid. It's that your kid's sixth grade is probably like their third grade, right? So of course your kid's going to get in front of some work they never saw before, and they'll never ever be able to get in, even if you finally make enough money, right? And that's not all the time, but you know what I'm saying? But that's the point. They look at you like you stupid. That's why I can't. Yo, imagine, right? Look at it like this, right? For me in politics, right? When I look at the city, the school system, and all the things, right? Community. We need three things: community, families, and school, right? And all of them, in my opinion, is a reflection of each other, right? And when those things are out of whack, school school should be spilling home, and school should be spilling over into home, where you coming home and the kid doing their schoolwork and they trying to build towards whatever their future is, right? And home should reflect the community, because the people in the community, family and all the values, and then that should, and everybody sending their kids to school with these values and ideas. The problem is, outside in the community spills over to the school, which brings the school down. So, you know, nobody really know how to deal with the problems that they created in these communities by design. And so, because they can't get the kids to function or pay attention and all these different things, instead of bringing the kids, except when the community start to decay and it start to reflect in the school, what they did was, so they could keep getting paid and say they're doing a good job, they just start bringing the grades down, right? The passing grade down, just lowering the standards for your kids. So now your kid just come up from off the gate, they getting uh terrible education, right? But at the same time, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed, and I think these three things go together, and that's community, family, and school. But anyway, but these Democrats, man, and they policies and all the ideas is what got us to this point, right? And and that's why I can't really rock with them. Imagine like you a party, what they call it, right? And you walk in, you go to the party, you on your ways in an apartment building, right? And you get in there, whatever, so on the left side is the Democrats, right? And on the right side is the Republicans. So yeah, you hear the music playing, hey, 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 oh. All right, so you like, okay. You looking down the hallway, and on the left side, the party kind of spilling out into the hallway, right? And so you see all kinds of people, gay people, lesbians, black, white, brown, everything, right? White people, the nice white people, like, yeah, to make you feel real comfortable, right? And cool, like you can rock with them. They understand you, especially as a black person. They feeling you. You don't get no crazy vibes. It's all love. But what you see as you get to the party is more diverse. It's all kinds of people in there. You know what I mean? But that's at the beginning of the party. So you're in there. Hey, hey, it's cool, whatever. Vibing. But the further you get into the party, and the deeper you get into it, the crowd change into a certain group, and where they treat people like they dumb, in a sense, like the ideals or how they, you're not smart enough because they want to talk about the community and all this stuff. Y'all having conversations, and you start to hear them talk, and what they think about it is what she said. These ideas, and this is just one example of it. So he like, I don't like nobody kind of being condescending to me like I'm dumb, I'm not smart enough, or I'm just not capable. I need everything brought down to me because I just can't figure it out. My brain don't work. I think and nothing happens. Give them a basketball. Let's make more recreation center. They want to play. Let's make a dirt bike park for them, a big sandbox where black and brown people could go play. I'm like, no, I just want it to be fair. I don't want, I want the same my kids, and I want the same choices, and I just want an even playing field, right? I don't want no hand, I don't need no favors. I'm not stupid. I could do it. I'm not feeling this. It just made me feel like, is that racist? You just think I'm dumb because what? Because of this? I don't know where you get that from. Maybe you guys think that. So I'm like, I can't vibe with these people. I leave. So, back in the hallway. Hey, see all the nice people, like, why you leave? And I'm like, I'm good. They ain't get they are not part of the deep side of the left and the core ideas, but they just, it's more diverse. They might have their things that they agree with, but they rather uh stick with this party because, you know, and at least they make them feel cool, at least right here when you first come in. But you get deeper and deeper, you're like, eh. They think, and it's not just black people. They got ideas about everybody. But I'm just using this example. So all right, I say, well, I'm more conservative. They just made me feel super conservative, right? Maybe I'm a Republican. You know, yeah. Maybe I agree more with these ideas. So I go on the right side. The music ain't as pumping and jumping or whatever, but hey, it's still nice music. I get in there cool. It's not a whole lot of people. Few sprinkled Spanish people, black people, different people. Everybody a little bit more. It's a little different. They ain't there with their wives. You know what I'm saying? And they husbands. It's a little different. Good vibe. Cool white people. Cool everybody. Just at the beginning, mangling. Ain't too much. This is all I talk. Yeah, just that. We real conservative. We talking. Hear me out. Yeah, we agree. Yeah, we just went. We talking. So hey, meet Josh. I'm getting deeper and deeper. I'm getting further from the people I met when I first came in. That made me felt cool. That had the same ideas as I did. So now I'm in the back, and God damn it, hey Larry, you're not like the rest of them because we talking geopolitics. Um, we talking about the stock market, business, the economy, schools and this, that, and the third, better in the community, and this, that, and the third. The ideas was a little bit different in how they seen it, but I think we agreed a little bit. But the more and more we talked, the more and more I felt like this is not my party. We may agree on a lot of fundamental things, but when he said You're not like the rest of them. The rest of who? I said all that to say we need to get all these parties when you get deep inside of it, right? On either side, man, there's some weird shit going on. And ideas about people in general. Not just me, but people across the board. Poor white people, Spanish people, immigrants, anybody, either side you go, you're gonna bump into some shit that you say, why do we even got y'all? Period. Now, there's nothing wrong with us agreeing on fundamental things. See, like when I left out of the party, hold on, I got out of there, right? How so now I'm just like leaving. I'm done. I don't not in the mood. I'm walking down the hallway, but on the right side. Because I still have certain values and principles and stuff, but I'm not part of either. I may lean to the right by definition, but I'm not going in there. I ain't gonna be that I'm not no. So it's not wrong with agreeing with certain ideas from either party. We're not robots. We're not dialed in that I only could think one way. I have one set of programming that I only could think one way. I refuse to let anybody put me in that box. But right now we talking about the Democrats. Hold on, let's play this again. I just went on a tangent. Hold on.
And in fact, I talked to a lot of other people said, I wish my governor had thought of that first. I said, no, no, this is New York. We like to be first. With all due respect to people from other states, it's sort of our attitude. You know, we will be the best. We will be the first, and I want others to follow because right now we have young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things, and I want the world open up to all of them because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
I don't have a problem with the last part she said, right? But the thing that we ain't got computers and all that, do you see the stuff we post? You see the stuff we post? A lot of the stuff we post is a reflection of what we're learning and what we're doing. It's like a window into the fuckery in a lot of cases because nobody in the algorithm love it. You're not going to see the guy or the little girl showing their A's and B's on their report card or their 4 point GPAs and all. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see that. What we need in communities like the Bronx is better policies when it comes to education. And they just need a fair chance. We need to get the communities together, right? And the people in the communities need to work on families because all these three things go together. If one of these things is out of whack, it's not going to work. So you can't just solely depend on the government to correct everything, right? Because I'm going to tell you, in a lot of other communities, they'll stand up and fight and push that, say, no, we don't want this, we don't want that, because it don't reflect the values of the community, which reflects the values of the families. So now you may say, what part of the Bronx? Because I'm pretty sure it's broken up in districts, different districts, right? Just like any other place or city or state or whatever, right? So if it's more taxpayers in that district, that's those schools gonna get more funding, right? So they're gonna have better laptops. They're gonna have faster internet. They're gonna have air conditioning, right? They're gonna have the newest books. They're gonna have better teachers because they got more money, right? They could pay better, right? They're gonna attract the best for the students. Now, what we need to do is kind of make it fair and not just say, hey, you shouldn't get banged for your buck, but at the same time, these kids, they the future, right? If we could send the if y'all want to do something, let's create a situation where we could attract the smartest and the brightest to these schools, right? And then parents, you do what you got to do to get your family together, and then we got to make the communities reflect our families and our values, right? Forget all that thug. No, that shit is played out. We've been doing it long enough. We see it got us nowhere, nowhere, right? So that's our job, right? And then let the police do their job. You can't save everybody. Whoever don't want to is get down and lay down. Let's be gangster about education, right? And our community getting back together. Get down and lay down. You either rocking with this or you gotta go. So now we ain't gotta worry about sending our kids outside because the community reflects what? Our values. And then we won't have to worry about violence spilling over into the schools, will we? Or we'll have people think we're that dumb. Because that's what they see. When they see all that stuff, they like, see, they just violent. They can't help themselves. It's like when you hear dogs barking in the alley. That's what they think. They just dogs. No. If you want to do something, do that. Let's figure that out. Let's sit down and talk about that. Bring the community, the people that care. Now, granted, everybody not going to care because some people can't be saved. They can't. Oh, well, write them off. We may have to lose a generation to save one. We got to sacrifice what we got to sacrifice. But we get those three things in order. And that's in every community, everybody. It will be, in our society will change. And then we could promise our kids a future. Because we ain't doing it like this. It's not working. It's not.
I I've created this governance board, this advisory committee. Our CEO is Arvind Krishna, who is the CEO of IBM, very well established legacy industry. The co-chair is Tamika Barrett, who's the CEO of Girls Who Code. Why did I do that? Because I want all those young girls to know that there's a place for them in this emerging technology. So this is how we make it more equitable, make AI equitable for all in the state of New York.
Mm-hmm. So we all know that New York is a sanctuary state, right? So that's those must be some other black and brown people she talking about watching the whole thing. Because I just seen the clip floating around and they just that part. So you gotta play everything in its entirety, and this is still a clip. So you got to play things in its entirety to get full context. We can't do the bait and switch, clickbait, and let them play. And that's what they do. They play on your heartstrings. And a Republican think, look at what she said. They don't care you. Because if you agree with them, then what they going to say to you? You're not like the rest of them. You're not on one side. You're not like the rest of them if you think a little bit. And on this side, they just think you too dumb. Y'all got this one. Family, community, school. School, community, family. Community, school, family. Family, community, school. Any order you put that in, these are the ingredients. It don't matter which way you put it. One reflects the other and affects the other. And those are things we gotta get in line, man. Trust me, I'm telling you. If we do that, man, imagine. Shit. After that, then the people that we vote into office gotta represent our views, right? Or we get them out of there. That's a whole nother discussion because we start talking about lobbyists and stuff like that. Because a lot of people that go in office, they don't represent us. Only time when it's election time. So, and to be honest with you, she obviously talking about immigrants. Because they the only new black and brown people that have been crossing the border, flooding New York and Chicago and other sanctuary states and cities that ain't got no computers. So, that's it.